FourBrothas. The FourBrothas is the
y'all don't know
best.
Greg Kyler. Y'all I don't think you probably wasn't old enough. You probably seen him. He was at all the little Coventry box and shit, all that.
Oh, Coventry boxing.
He was so but boy, he just liked to hang out.
Yeah. That was
Sad.
his,
Sad. He got shot, right?
He got shot 2005 by his friend, by a so-called.
Yeah, I remember he was. I remember he was in Vegas with us.
Yeah,
Me, him, Josh Beeman, Andre Durrell. As far as all the guys we know, Andre Durrell, Anthony Durrell,
Berto was there.
Berto, Timothy Bradley, a whole bunch. We just hanging out. Carl Doggan.
Right.
And that was probably the last time I actually seen him. I got a picture of him in the gym.
Yeah.
Picture of him in the gym. Him and Josh Beeman in front of one of them. I think Caesar's Palace sign.
Yeah. You know, it's a crazy thing. He got killed in 2005. The last time I talked to him was 2 days before, and I'm talking. I'm on the phone. I'm telling him, "Come on, Greg, this is crazy. You got to get back in the gym." He goes, "Yeah, no, it's getting kind of crazy out here." And he was going to give me money because I was going to Las Vegas on a vacation, a little trip. And he goes, "I'm going to give you the money Monday. I want to go with you." Next morning, he's dead.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Sad shit.
Streets undefeated.
Yeah.
Every time. How old was he?
23.
In 2005, you said?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
R.I.P.
That's young.
So there was some good fights last weekend. Your boy Better Beaz.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had to put that pressure in.
Joe Smith tried. He picked a complete wrong strategy.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He was trying to go right at him. He's trying to bang with him.
That was.
I thought
we knew that was going to happen. And I said it. For better or worse, Joe is going to come as hard as he can because that's all he knows. He could never, in a million years, outbox Arthur. He could never get on his toes and take his time.
Shit. Probably better game plan than coming right at him.
Yeah. But it would have prolonged it. But, but that's his nature. He's a fighter.
Himself through.
Yeah.
Look at that. It don't matter who it is. You can see Floyd. You can see Crawford. Anybody you consider pound for pound ever. They never fight competition at the beginning like that.
Right.
Like, guy, you look at his record at the beginning, he's fighting killers.
Right.
Yep.
36-1, world champion, guys that work. Like, that's impressive to me.
Oh yeah, no. You know, like in your second and third fight, you're supposed to be fighting at a local club, a 4-round fight to get used to it.
Yeah.
He's fighting Gary Russell and Salido. You know, that's a different level. Yeah.
Gary Russell was before that. It seemed like he kind of fell off and he wasn't never the same.
Right.
After he took some of them joints, but it doesn't change the fact that he's and Lomachenko took him right off the rip. But then people don't understand that Lomachenko already had probably 5 amateur fights that were pro fights
in
that World Series of Boxing.
Right.
People forget about that.
Oh yeah,
they do.
And like I always say, I'm always what's the saying? Something late, $1 short. What's the saying?
Day late and dollar short.
Day late and $1 short. That's always me.
Yeah.
That's always me because I turned pro right before they started. I would have fought it because that was easy money.
Shit,
to me, it was easy money. Them guys were making $150,000 a year to fight 4 times. What? And you're not pro. You're fighting pro, but you're not pro. You got no headgear, no shirt. You're with a team. The rounds are the same, and you're getting paid. So I'm always man. I definitely would have fought in that for another 2 years probably. Then I would turn pro, but because pro was never really my thing. It wasn't really my thing to do. I'm doing my thing now, so why not try to make some money off this? And I wanted to fight Povetkin so bad. Everything I did led up to was leading up to that fight, and then I went out there and I didn't get a good decision, but it is what it is. No excuses. Shit happens.
Shit, you was a day late and $1 short with the Olympics in general.
Yeah, with everything.
The 2000 Olympic team got paid.
Yeah. I should have been on that team, but I beat Malik Scott and I beat Michael Bennett. Fucking Michael Bennett goes with a silver medal in the heavyweight division, not super, and then makes nothing of it. And then $1.9 million signing bonus. That's the last time they gave out money. Right? That's some crazy shit. $1.5 million. The hell was that?
That's this guy.
This guy's over here.
This guy, your,
Oh,
thing,
they messing
your
around?
volume's up too
Yeah,
high.
your vibe way too high, bro. Every time you put that thing on, my ears hurt.
It keeps
That's
getting us.
that Bluetooth. It's already down.
Do you follow anything else besides boxing, like all current events?
Yeah, I keep up with you know. I mean, I'm not really knowledgeable about politics, but I pay attention to the general gist. I get conversations.
Wait,
going.
so we hear you got this crazy like memory. So do you just like remember shit by accident, or is it random stuff? Is it photographic memory, or is it like total recall? Like
I
everything?
never thought about it, but a guy who was it? I was out in Las Vegas a few months ago doing this testing. I go out every year as part of this study, and they bring like 200 fighters every year for 10 years, and they test our brains and all these things. And the guy was telling me, he goes, you might have a photographic memory.
Wow.
With the stuff you're telling me that you remember. And I mean, it's like I remember stuff that I'm interested in. Like math, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I can't remember math.
That's what I was about to ask. Did it help you in school?
Yeah, no, just because I didn't,
You didn't pay attention in the first place.
But I remember, I'll give you an example. My favorite football player was Lynn Swann. He retired in 1982.
Who the hell?
Lynn Swann was the most acrobatic wide receiver ever. I could tell you his life detail. I could tell you he caught 336 receptions, 5,416 yards, 51 touchdowns, 4 for 161. Matter of fact, when I met him, I waited 30 years exactly to meet him. I finally met him. I was in Los Angeles. A guy hooked us up. Lynn is the athletic director at USC. So I walk in. I've been waiting. I used to dream about him. I'm waiting to meet this guy my whole life. He walked in the room. The first thing I said to him, I said, Lynn Swann, I got to ask a question. Super Bowl 10, you caught 4 passes for 161 yards and 1 touchdown. You caught the 11-yarder on the sideline. You caught the 32-yarder over the middle. You caught the 53-yard levitating leap and the 64-yard over the touchdown, over the shoulder touchdown. He goes, yeah. I go, but that's only 160. And he's like, what? I go, the record's 161, but 53, 11,
all of a sudden you got good at math.
Yeah. I go, that's only 160.
Yeah.
And he looked like he swallowed a golf ball. he didn't know what, and he gave me a reason. And in my head, I'm going, that doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, that's and so I guarantee you, when I left, he went over to the computer and checked it out because he had never heard that in his life.
Wow.
So,
He was trying to do the math for that. Hold on.
So,
Who fucked up?
So let's do this.
Yeah.
We'll play a game.
Okay.
We'll say a person. If you've met him before, tell us about the first time you met him.
Okay.
Have you ever met Mike Tyson? I'm assuming, yeah.
November 1989 at Caesar's Palace at the Sammy Fuentes, Julio Cesar Chavez press conference.
Holy shit.
Roy Jones.
That's your boy.
April 1987, after his first fight against Tony Daly, ringside at the Knoxville Civic Center.
Bad Chad Dawson.
Chad was 11, whatever year that was. 11 years old. He, he was at the Silver Gloves and all that, and I knew him because I was friends with his coach, Brian Clark. So Chad was 11 when I met him.
Dr. Roland Estrada.
It must have been I'll tell you exactly. It was 1994. It must have been October or November at the. They used to do the fights. Frank Houlihan used to do the fights every week, and you were, I believe, 156 pounds, and they were
probably.
and
I
they
think
were
so.
and they were. It was you and Fagan and Tiny Ricci was there, and my kid Orlando and Super D Dwayne. They fought on the show.
Anybody else got one?
No. Holyfield.
Holyfield. I met Holyfield in person, talked to him for the first time in 2017 at the food court at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. And I went up to him because I always heard he was difficult.
Yep.
People said, oh, you can't talk to Holyfield. He won't. So I went right up to him in front of all these people and I said, listen, man, that Michael Grogan was something, right? And now for me to know who Michael Grogan even was, caught his attention. We ended up talking for like 20 minutes.
Shit. Wow. We need a round of applause. You got a round of applause on there?
Oh, yeah. It's in there somewhere. Where's that?
That's dope.
I'm a believer. Hallelujah.
Hey,
Are you born and raised Rhode Island?
Connecticut.
Connecticut, okay.
Hey, but I'll tell you a funny thing, though. There was a girl, Angela Caliendo, and I remember first grade, standing right outside the purple unit. She was first in line at the thing, and I was second. And I remember looking at her and thinking, wow, this girl's way too small to be in first grade. She must be young, you know. I always remember that. That was 1973. Damn. A couple of years ago, a friend of mine goes, somehow her name came up. He goes, oh, I know Angela Caliendo. And I told him the story. And he must have told her. And when he came, he goes, yeah, she thought it was kind of creepy. That you remembered all that stuff.
It's not just you. I remember everything.
Exactly. You get background to that, you know.
It's not just you.
Yeah. She'll be like, don't tell her I just know that. Tell her everything else I know, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking how feeling about this Roe versus Wade shit that everybody's complaining about?
I don't think it really changes. To me, it doesn't really changes much because all it does is just give the power to the states.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
unless Congress acts on it, right?
Everybody is freaking out over the states that are super Republican. That they're gonna add in more regulations and make it harder for women to access abortions, but it's gonna end up being a good thing. They're just freaking out as usual, making media storm, panic storm.
Unless you're need to,
and that's going to be in there.
Deal with
I think that's not going to be.
So they're trying to be fast.
They're getting rid of that Plan B pill too.
Yes. They haven't extended this into contraception yet, but they're looking at it. They're coming for it next.
But have you seen this happen relatively recently?
Yep.
A guy, a girl, she has the baby. He sued for visitation rights. And he won. Won. Now, can you imagine this guy he's like, there's no way this man can be allowed to live. Like that. But yet he sued and won. You can Google it. He sued
what state was that?
Damn,
I'm not even sure.
I know what state was that. That
definitely wasn't Rhode Island.
Yeah, they gave the guy some love, even though he's a piece of shit. But gave the guy some love. Like it's almost like that's 2 wins to
47,000.
Yeah,
47 million
for men. Because Johnny Depp just won one for us.
Yeah.
He just won. He won, but he kind of lost. Then he won.
He won. Yeah, he won just because she his bed.
Yeah.
So it wasn't for that. That was the.
That's a loss right there.
That was the piece of shit. They broke the camel's back.
Wash my teeth up. Wash my face. Start my day. Wake up. Get up. Stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast. Milk.